Hello friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. Today's video is about how your finances should look in your 40s. 40s is a very critical period in anyone's life. This is the time when most people are really focused and concerned about their financial health. This is the time when most people have worked for at least 20 to 25 years, whether they are in a job or their business or part of that period they were working for somebody, they were in a job, and part of this period they started their own business or consulting. But this is the time when they are most focused about what is their financial health. I think somewhere in their mind, the key question is that given the medical advancement and all that, in India, most people expect to live somewhere between 75 to 80 years. So when you are in your 40s, you're somewhere in back of your mind, you're also thinking that first half of your life is over. You're already in the second half of your life. It's like the film after the intermission. So you've got limited time to be getting your affairs sorted so that you don't have any problems in the later years of your life. So in today's video, we will help you understand how to review and assess your finances. We will share with you a very practical guide so that you can do this assessment on your own and hopefully plan a corrective action or get the confidence that you are on the right path. So this is going to be a very, very important video. Please stay with us till the end of the video so that you don't miss out anything important. So without a further ado, let's commence our video. I think first part of the video, I would like to focus on your finances in your 40s. What does it mean? I think it is fair to say that 40s is a critical time for anyone's life. We've talked about that most people see the 40s is when they have already lived their first half of life, they're already in the second half, and they're thinking about some time for themselves. So they know that whatever work or business that they are doing, which is earning them the regular income, is going to end at a point. So you are already in the fag end of that. So therefore, 40s become a very critical time. Most people, when they are in their 40s, are coming out of the triple responsibility challenge when they have the responsibility of looking after themselves, they have the responsibility of raising children, paying for their education, paying for their colleges, paying for their marriages, and also looking after their aging parents. So, this is the period when you start to kind of unlock yourself from some of those responsibilities. I think it is also fair to say that most people achieve their best income level in their life when they are in their 40s. So 40s is the safe period to assume that whatever is your income level in the 40s, it is the highest or it is going to be as good as it can get. So your maximum opportunity to save and plan for your financial security is going to be happening when you are in 40s. And the third most important thing why 40s become a very, very critical time is because you are also running out of time. Like I said, you're already in the second half of your life and you have very limited time to make any more mistakes with your financial security plan or to delay it to a later point because there is not enough time left for you to let your money and investment grow. So it's a very, very critical time. So I think we must, first of all, determine and accept that it's a very, very critical time in your life. Therefore, your finances need a very closer, detailed review during this phase. Therefore, the key question is how do you assess your finances during this time of your life. And this video is all about providing you a practical yet simple assessment plan. So let's understand that. So how should you review and how should you assess your plan, and what does good look like is something we will share now. So let's first do. So first checkpoint you have to kind of make is that check whether you have got enough money in your emergency fund or not. Emergency fund is basically you need to meet any unplanned expenses that get thrown at you. Unplanned expenses could be as a result of some repair that you need to do in your house. It could be unplanned expenses because there are some health scares in your family or in your health. So you need some emergency money so that you can access that to pay for those unplanned expenses. These days, I think it is also common for people to have organizations where they get made redundant or their businesses are not doing as well as they hoped. Therefore, they may be tight on their income level. So always make sure that you have an emergency fund in risk-free liquid assets. And the thumb rule is to assess whether you have got the right level of emergency fund or not. Make sure that whatever is your monthly expense, make sure that 8 to 10 times of that monthly expense you have got in the emergency fund. You can keep this emergency fund in your saving bank account. You can keep that in a fixed deposit that you can cancel, redeem at any point. So if you keep 8 to 10 months of your expenses in a fund which is easily accessible, then you can give yourself a big tick mark that yes, you have achieved this. And in case you haven't got that, make sure that you plan it, because in 40s, if you don't have 8 to 10 months of expense security, you are in serious trouble. So this is the first review you need to do, and make sure that you keep money aside which gives you 8 to 10 months of emergency security. Then the next step is check your insurances. First one is the medical insurance. You're getting older, your partner may be getting older. So therefore, you need to have a proper medical insurance, because your health related issues will start to emerge in your 40s. So you need to have enough of insurance so that it is not a drain on your savings and investment. You are able to claim it under a insurance plan. If you're working for a company, if you're in a job, most corporates these days provide medical insurance as a benefit to their employees. Make sure that you have got that level of cover. I usually say that if you are living in a slightly kind of in a main city like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, those sort of kind of main cities, then must try to keep a medical insurance of up to 20 lakhs. But if you are in a non-main city or non-metro city, then you can have an insurance cover of about 10 lakh rupees. So I think that check you need to do. If you don't have that, make sure that you plan that straight away. Second thing, you should have personal accidental insurance. And that cover is important in case something were to happen to your health and you are unable to go back to your work or your business for few years. You will have a complete loss of income during that period. And these sort of insurances provide you that income continuity, or they give you a lump sum that you can draw down to meet your monthly expenses while you are recovering from whatever accident has come in your life. I always say that people in 40s has to have 5 years of income security by way of personal accidental insurance. Again, you must check that in your financial plan. And the third part is the life insurance. Life insurance, I feel that early part of 40s you can have, and make sure that you have got enough so that if something unforeseen happens to your life, your dependents are not struggling for money, and your life insurance amount is large enough to pay off all your debts and leave some money for your dependents to continue living their life the way they want to live. So it's important. But as you grow older and your dependents reduce, you don't have kids, you don't may not have parents, and so all those sort of thing, then you can start to wind down also life insurance. So by the time you finish your 40s and turn into 50, I would hope that you don't need any life insurance because you would have decent financial security. Then you don't need to have life insurance cover. But in the early part of 40s to the mid part of 40s, you have to have a decent life insurance cover as well. So do these three insurance checking and make sure that you are sufficiently covered. Third part is check your debts. I think 40s, it is fair to say that is the time when you need to actively, I would say proactively work towards reducing your credit ratios, reducing your credit debts. You should come out of all possible loans, debts that you have. But if I talk about the key things, first of all, credit card, make sure that you never delay the payment. You always pay back whatever you have spent on your credit card within the interest free period of 30 to 45 days, depending on the card that you have. Always pay it back. I'm not at all against the credit card, but I'm against the concept where people don't pay within that interest free period and therefore end up paying heavy penalty by way of some ridiculous level of interest on their credit card dues, and that's not acceptable in your 40s. Personal loan, again, that's an expensive way of raising money. That's fine when you are in your early years, when you have not built enough saving and all that, but in your 40s, you must be zero on personal loan. You must not have any personal loan. Car loans, again, ideally, I would say car loan must be zero for you, but I can understand cars have become very expensive. Most families these days have to have two or three cars depending on their size of the family. So I would say that work towards making your car loan zero. But if you have up to 5% of your annual income going towards your car loan payments, then that's still okay. But try to make sure that you bring it down to zero as early as possible. And then the last common loan that most people take is the home loan. I think that's the kind of loan that you should kind of pay off at the end because that's the most reasonably priced loan. Again, I would say that home loan, work towards making it zero in your 40s, but most part of your 40s, if you're keeping it well below 15% of your annual income, your home loan installments are less than 15% of your annual income, then you are in a good position. So must do this check. Where do you stand? If it is more than 15% of your annual income, home loan payments, then make sure that you put a plan to bring it down in a defined period within your 40s. And I think last most important point on the debts I'll make is that you must have a very clear plan to become completely debt free, means you don't own any loan by the time you reach your 50th birthday. So in your 50s, you must make sure that you are completely debt free. I think that's the goal you have to have. And then the last piece comes is last check that you need to do is the check your saving and investment levels. Your savings need to be the lion's share of your income during your 40s. As I said, this is the time when your income levels will be at your peak, at their peak. So this is going to be as good as it can get in terms of your income level. So make sure that you're using a large part of that income towards your savings. As a thumb rule, your savings must be 40 to 50% of your income. Yeah, it may sound very high, but think about this is the time when your income is at its peak. You are also relieved from some of kids' responsibility, parental responsibility, some of the expenses that you need to incur in early part of your career in terms of buying a house, buying a car, buying all the kind of comfort that you have always craved for. But this is the period in 40s you start to reduce those. So if you're reducing your expenses, your income levels are at their peak, money has to go in the savings. So saving must be 40 to 50%. Then the second check you need to do is look at your investment portfolio. Make sure that your savings are not sitting in one investment vehicle. They are well diversified. You must have a combination of fixed interest paying safer investment option as well as some relatively risky investment option, which gives you some better return, which is significantly more than the inflation rate. So I always kind of suggest that people have to have a well diversified portfolio, right from government bonds, fixed deposits to gold, physical gold or sovereign gold bond, and on the relatively slightly kind of volatile, risky investment options like mutual funds and direct equity as a combination, because if you are well diversified, a combination of all your investment portfolio will give you a return which is sustainable, which is also helping you grow your savings at the fastest pace possible. And that brings us to the last kind of check that you need to do is make sure that your average investment return of your portfolio, the return that you get on your portfolio, which has to be well diversified, as an average, it must be double the inflation rate. So if the current inflation rate is say 4 or 5%, you must have well diversified portfolio which is giving you at least about 10% return. If inflation is 7, then work toward having 14% of investment return. So you have to kind of review and make the suitable adjustment and allocate money in a sensible way. And I completely get most of us have a very busy job, busy business to run, so we may not be able to carry out this sort of review and assessment. What diversified portfolio investment you can choose? There are a number of options available. There are SEBI registered financial advisors. There are portfolio management services available from many companies. So you must consult them to make sure that you share with them your kind of current affairs of finance and also your financial goals so that they can build a very well diversified, safe investment portfolio for you, which kind of sort of guarantees you the sort of money that you need to meet your financial goals. So, so these are the kind of key checks that you need to perform when you enter into your 40s and have a very clear plan to make sure that you make the adjustments in such way that by the time you are in mid to late 40s, you are able to have all ticks across all the check that I've just mentioned with you. So I hope the information that we have shared with you today has been very helpful. If you like our video, then please press the like button. And I would also say that if you like this sort of content, become part of our viewers family and subscribe our channel. You can subscribe our channel A to Z Learning and become part of our viewers family. And also by becoming part of our viewers family, you can also help us pick the topics of future video. So Hope you've enjoyed the experience of our video. Please let us know through the comments how have you found this video, and thank you so much for watching our video.